in one area, I had a new missionary. So halfway through my mission, remember I mentioned I was a junior companion the whole first half of my mission. Well, my mission president swapped out. My new mission president came in, and I remember his first meeting with me, or one of the first, he said, why have you never been in a position of leadership? And I was like, I don't know. Why? I don't know. I'm a pretty great missionary, I think. Yeah, that's really stupid. I guess all the other leaders were dumb not to promote me to a leadership position. That's kind of my thought. I don't know if I mentioned or not what I had done in my first area, watching a movie and that kind of stuff. I don't know if I brought it up. But ultimately, he's like, that needs to change. And so I was like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready for more.
Yeah.
And so he made me a trainer.
Okay.
To a brand new missionary. And in my first area, I was in an area, and I'd just gotten done being with one of my favorite companions, Elder Robison.
Oh, yeah. He had no cartilage in his nose.
Right.
I remember that. I met him once, and he was like, pushing on his nose.
Yeah, kind of. But he was just a cool guy, so easy to get along with. Some of my companions were so easy to get along with. Other ones were really challenging to get along with. He was like literally flawless companionship. We were together 6 weeks, and I got a brand new missionary, Elder Brady, and he was from California, just brand new out.
Elder Beach.
No, that was Elder Stewart.
Oh.
He was my companion in South Jordan. We're not going to
tell that story.
Anyway, so I was with Elder Brady, and he was fine in Draper in our first area together, and I trained him. Everything was good. And then both of us got transferred together, which never happens, to a new area. We whitewashed together to a new area. Usually when a whitewash happens, they'll take one missionary from over here and another missionary from over here and put them together in a brand new area. That's what they call a whitewash. Well,
a whitewash is where nobody has previous experience. Neither one of the companions have previous experience in that area.
Exactly. So, but me and my companion stayed together from Draper to Taylorsville, and we whitewashed together in that area. And we were literally in an apartment building, and literally right across the hall was another Spanish missionary companionship. And I think that was the root of the problem, or it was a big part of the problem, because Elder Brady wanted to hang out and goof off with one of these Spanish missionaries, and that Spanish missionary was also really, really struggling at the time. And he also kind of wanted to just goof off and be lazy. And I remember so many times during lunch break, during dinner or whatever, him and that elder getting together and just messing around, even with their church missionary uniform, name tag, and they're out there goofing off, acting like idiots. I think one of the times they were pushing each other around in a shopping cart up and down the sidewalks of this apartment complex. Just stupid things. If you saw missionaries doing, you're like, you guys aren't missionaries. You're
what
just
are you doing?
Punk teenage kids.
Yeah.
That's not being a good representative of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I think my biggest frustration was he just didn't want to work.
Yeah.
And it progressively got worse and worse and worse. And near the end of that companionship, I reached out to my district leader or my zone leader, and I said, I can't get him to leave the apartment.
He just didn't want to leave
the apartment. Didn't want to leave.
Wow.
And he had an interesting story. He said before his mission, he had done a lot of bad things. He'd done a whole bunch of drugs. And he was just kind of wasting away his life. And he decided if he didn't go on a mission, he was going to regret it. And so he quit doing all the bad things. He cleaned up his life. He repented. He went on his mission. And here he is on his mission with an attitude of, well, I'm here.
I did it.
I did it. I can say I did it. I won't regret that because at least I did it. But his heart wasn't in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really challenging for me because, here I am trying to be better. This is my first opportunity to show that I can be a senior companion and a good missionary leader. And my companion is just being drugged the whole way. And just not wanting to do anything. And I'm like, what do I do? Is there anything I even can do? That was really hard.